Battlefield 4 Sniper Island. So I was on Paracel Storm and I was trying to find a good place to set up my camping spot for sniping. I find that on this map it's best not to move around when you're sniping because it's so easy for you to get shot. So I managed to find this island in the centre, and if you can hold that thing down, you're guaranteed to get some action on this map. But in the video, I want to sort of use it as a point so that we can talk about the Battlefield 4 sniping mechanics, because in comparison to Battlefield 3, they are drastically different. Now, I don't profess to being a brilliant sniper in the Battlefield series anyway, but in Battlefield 3, my favourite sniper was the M40A5, and it was one of my top 5 weapons in the whole game, and I really liked using it. I liked the lightweight feel, the fast rate of fire. It was a really good weapon for me. But in Battlefield 4, it's not the same. That's because pretty much all the sniper mechanics have been completely changed. Just a bit of background about the weapon I'm using. It's the Steyr Scout Elite Sniper Rifle with an 8x scope, and sort of halfway through the footage you'll probably see me put a straight pull bolt on there as well. I didn't really feel it needed much else than that. It was quite comfortable to use most of the time. I know it's not the best sniping gameplay in the world, but trust me, it's much better than what it was before playing all these games yesterday. So, looking back to Battlefield 3, the gameplay there, I felt, was a little bit faster than what it is in Battlefield 4, so you really did have to be on your top of your game all the time to make sure that you can take players down. That hasn't changed much in Battlefield 4. When you come up to guys that have got fully automatic weapons in front of you, and the state of the netcode at the moment, you really do have to be on the top of your game to make sure that you can get that shot in before they've even noticed that you're there. And that first shot is made all the more harder by the fact that because the gameplay is slower, it makes you think that your weapon is heavier, and overall, your player is a lot more clunky, because that's how they've done it in Battlefield 4. DICE thought that they wanted a little bit more realism. They wanted to try and make the soldier feel exactly as it would as if you were in a real battle, running around with all that heavy armour on and things like that. They slowed the gameplay right down, and in doing that, they've also changed the way that the weapon feels. Bullet drop is something that has been changed from Battlefield 3. Gravity seems to affect your bullets even more in BF4, not just for the sniper rifles of course, but for all weapons. In terms of those bolt action rifles though, of course they are supposed to be really high powered rifles with a really high bullet velocity, meaning that you can penetrate your target with one bullet, get the kill, move on. With that increased bullet drop however, I think sniping in Battlefield 4 has ultimately become harder now. You really do have to pay attention to just how far away your enemies are in order to get that bullet drop exactly right. And it doesn't help with the vapor trail of the bullets either. That was something that I wasn't really a fan of when I saw it in the Operation Locker trailer before we got the beta. And it's really not something that I'm a fan of now. I don't like it at all. It's more off-putting than it is actually helpful. Now, I'm sure there are plenty of recon players out there right now that are going, Westy, no, I absolutely love the vapor trail on these weapons because, as I understand it at least, it helps a lot of people sort of work out how far away a target is without having to get out some sort of laser designator, for example. Now, I totally get that, and I think it's really good if you're using the systems that DICE are giving us in order to try and get your kills. Obviously, it's there to try and make things easier for first-time snipers. However, for people like me, who's used the sniper rifles in Battlefield 3 for quite some time, I've just got used to compensating for bullet drop without that vapor trail. And as I said, the vapor trail is just another aesthetic thing on the screen, which is just distracting me from what I really want to be doing, which is obviously killing that guy in front of me. What I'm trying to say is it would probably be better, for me at least, if the vapor trail wasn't there. Perhaps that's something that could be implemented, a way to turn these vapor trails off, because for me I'm finding it just more distracting than it needs to be. And it would be nice to have that option, I think. Something else that I think is worth of note is, maybe it's just me, it might be just subjective, but I think that the sniper rifles, especially when you've got a high powered scope attached to them, they seem to take up a hell of a lot more of the screen than they did with Battlefield 3. Now there are sort of some makes and models that do this more than others. The M40A5, which is built off the Remington 700, always sits higher on the screen when you've got that rifle scope simply because of the way that it's actually built. The same is true with the M98B. That weapon has rather a large body, so the bottom right hand corner of your screen ends up getting taken up all of the time. Now obviously the point of sniping is long range combat, however in close quarters combat, if your weapon is taking up so much of your screen that you can't see what's going on, there's a chance you could miss an enemy in the bottom corner of your screen. But really, to sum up, I'm not sure where I sit with the sniping in Battlefield 4 at the moment. I don't know if I really fully enjoy it, or I don't know if I really fully hate it either. I'm kind of sort of sitting in the middle. When things are going good and you're on a 5-6 kill streak, obviously things feel better. But I'm finding that much harder to do in Battlefield 4 than I did in Battlefield 3. And I think this is where you guys, the community, come in. It's really down to the community as to whether they like sniping in Battlefield 4. It's all subjective, it's all opinionated. So let me know down in the comments, are you enjoying sniping in Battlefield 4 at the moment? Have you not touched it? Have you played so much of it that you're sick of it already? Do let me know down in the comments. I do try and read as many as I can. It's a topic that I'm really interested in because in Battlefield 3, I absolutely love sniping. I wasn't the best, but I really enjoyed it. But in Battlefield 4, I haven't quite got that feeling yet. But that's about me done for this video today, guys. Thank you for watching. If you did enjoy it, please leave a like, and comments are always appreciated. But until next time, my name is Westy, and I'll catch you guys in the next video.